Turn that one down some. Just still too bright. All right. Mark here with Antonio B. I'm sorry. Woo! Man, my mind is stuck with the stupid telemarketer call. Anyway, Chico's Tacos, whatever. Honey Badger No Care, along with B. We were having a conversation. Happened to be watching Jeremy from the Quartering on YouTube. For the most part, I like his channel. There are certain things certain subjects I think he needs to avoid. Like the fact that I like you, Jeremy, and everything, but when it deals with subjects that deal with veterans, military and such, these are subjects I think you should stay away from. You're not a vet. I don't even know if you're a military brat, like how I grew up a Navy brat. I think these are certain subjects that you need to avoid. Civilians, and I do mean pure civilians, as in those who are not military brats, those who are not even a spouse to the military, pure civilians. And then there are those people who even work for the military, work for the VA, but they're still civilians. So they don't have a military mind. They don't have a military bearing. So they may work, because I've had these arguments with people. It's like, well, I work for the VA. That doesn't mean you know shit about veterans or the VA. Just because you work here. Because obviously you don't understand the stress that veterans have to go through. And then, oh my God, why are veterans so mean? Because we've gone through some shit. What is it? We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Yeah. And you fucking civilians don't know a goddamn thing. I truly believe civilians, pure civilians, should not be allowed to work for the VA. Period.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, getting off subject.
What? It's your asshole bird.
It's the asshole bird. Yeah. I've got this bird, I think it's a magpie or something like that or whatever, that is just a jerk to all the other birds.
So we call it his asshole bird.
You're kind of...
I'm trying to get...
Well, that's why I had the chair back there, so you would stay in focus. Anyway, let's get on topic here. So, I've been, I actually do, I have a lot, and remember how I said about my channel? As it grows, it grows. To me, I don't really care. I'm retired. I don't really care. So I just do the channel as I do the channel. I don't care about being monetized. I just care about saying what I want to say.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech. Although I'm banned again on fucking Facebook
Which is stupid.
Because I said women were fucking evil, which all of my female friends who saw the post are like, but women are evil. Like,
yeah, and I read the post, and there was no hate crime in that post.
No hate speech. They said it was hate speech, and I'm going, who am I hating? And I'm like, you got to realize it's amongst my friends. I didn't post it publicly. It's amongst my friends, and I hate to tell you, none of my female friends are, and I don't know, that's unless, see, I don't know, there might be some sheep in wolf in sheep's clothing amongst some of my friends that report my shit, which I've already said, if you're not one of my friends, then just get off. Just unfriend and get off my goddamn page. Don't be fucking fake. Get off my fucking page. But I have a lot. Soldiers, Border Patrol, Police Department, that follow this channel, but they can't officially subscribe. So I actually have a lot more followers. They just can't subscribe to this channel because, of course, official capacity and shit. Which I think that's better. I actually think that's fucking great. I have 50 actual subscribers, but I've got like triple that just on people who follow me, but they can't officially subscribe. So I'm good with that. Because I hear either through me or through B or even other friends, it's like, yo, man, dude, everybody's loving your fucking channel, but they can't, like, actually subscribe and everything. But what is a beta male? I can't believe in 2021. I mean, I grew up in the freaking 70s and 80s. 70s, especially before fucking internet, you know, and PCs and things like that, cell phones, all of that shit. And we still knew, even as a kid, we knew what a beta male was. We called them
Fuckboys.
Oh, that's not what I was about to say.
Oh, say it.
Huh?
Say it.
Faggots, because that was
Oh, yeah.
that was not
That wasn't the term.
that
for
wasn't
gay people.
that wasn't right. That wasn't a bad
If you were
word.
being called a faggot means you weren't gay. Means you were just a soy
A little
boy.
bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop being a faggot. That's all it meant.
Right. That's all it meant. It didn't mean
Gay.
you know, gay or whatever. It just meant, you know, stop being a little bitch. And
Yeah.
we knew it. We knew it as children what a beta male was. My friends tried to say that about me when we were kids growing up. Man, you're over there, Mark. Oh, you must be one of them Fs because, you know, you're over there playing dolls with the girls. And I'm going up to them going, motherfucker, I'm smart by playing dolls with the girls. You go ahead and play with that sausage party with the rest of the boys, you know? It's like, the girls invited me. I'm not stupid. I'm going to go hang with the fucking girls. That's the reason why when growing up, people always wondered how I always had girls around me and why I always had a girlfriend is because I was smart. I was I was listening while they were talking bad about guys and what guy they wanted and things. I was learning all that shit. You know, a lot of you, my male friends who we grew up, dude, part of the reason why you dated a lot of the girls you dated is because, yo, man, hey, I overheard so-and-so fucking likes you and shit. You should go talk to her. What? How do you know? Because I'm with them. I'm learning their secrets. It's like, I mean, I still played war and tag and all that shit with the guys. But as I said, when the girls invited, oh, I was smart. And the funny thing is, a lot of my other male friends were like, yeah, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start hanging with the girls and shit. Right. You know? Dude. But as far as a beta, you know what a beta is. It's where the girl is in. Like my dad was a beta. Funny how he seemed like he was an alpha until he would piss my mom off. Then it was like, oh, you're just a little beta, you know, you're a little bitch. Compared to my mom, you know, you're a little bitch. You know. And I'm not talking about, you know, beating women or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if a man isn't supposed to be treating a woman like she's a slave or a dog or something, the woman doesn't get to do this, they need to follow that same rule. Only difference is betas will, you know, and I was about to say beta males willingly do it. But then again, you also have beta females that are also willing to be, you know, slaves, because you've seen them. You've seen these, you know, girls that, you know, they just stand in the corner and everything, and when people try to come and save them, you know, and everything, it's the girl's like, hey, shut the hell up, I'm actually liking this. I'm liking being, you know, his woman and everything else. It's like he takes care of me, but look at the way he treats you and everything. Yeah, bitch, and I'm driving, you know, brand new car or wearing this new outfit and everything else. You're not. You don't even have a man, you know? It's like, so yeah, there are people who are willing betas, but here's the thing. It works when it deals with a female.
Not women.
Because women are weaker than men. I hate to tell you, because I've been in the martial arts since I was 5 years old. And I've been in competitions and all of that other shit. Yes, Ronda Rousey went to the Olympics and everything else. But if you take me in my prime against Ronda in her prime, considering how my mother raised me, my mom was like, if a girl's going to step up to you like a man, whip her ass like a man. So I wouldn't have... You look at all of these TV shows. The new shows or movies. The new movie I watched yesterday on Prime, Jolt, with Kate Beckinsale. Most of the guys that she beat up were because the guys underestimated her, you know, and, you know, she'd get them with surprise, like kicks to the balls and things like that. But then there were parts that were just unrealistic. Kate Beckinsale is a little tiny thing, and yes, she's got, you know, the character's got this adrenaline in her because of whatever is going on with her body and stuff like that from the movie, but you are not beating up these men in the real world. Ronda Rousey, even though she is a real fighter, is not going to be beating up these fucking men in the real world. That ain't happening. Ronda in her prime fighting somebody like me in my prime, and I already know, oh, so you could beat Ronda. Yeah, actually I could. I grew up, I did more fighting than she did. She did competition fighting. Not only did I do competition fighting, I was also in gangs and everything else. Yeah, I whip her ass because I wouldn't underestimate her. The only times I have ever gotten beat by a female, one of them happened to be my master's daughter. And I was still in the whole mindset of, I don't want to hit a girl. Despite how my mom raised me, my thing was, girls are weaker, I don't want to hit a girl. And sure enough, you know, my master was like, well, spar against, you know, his daughter. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want to spar against her. I don't want to get hurt. I mean, I don't want to hurt her. And yeah, she ended up whipping my ass, but because, you know, it was, you know, when he was like, Junbei, and go, you know, it's like, I kind of stood there like, I don't want to hurt you and everything. Yeah, and she whipped my ass because I underestimated her. And, oh, she's a girl and all these other things. But after that point, because that was a very good lesson right there. After that point, oh, hell no. I have never, ever underestimated a female ever again. No, wait, there was also Amtgard. There was also Amtgard and one of the female fighters, little tiny thing too. Quicksilver. And it was during one of our tournaments, and I was like, you know, I was going to take it easy on her. I had just started in Amtgard, so I was taking it easier on her and everything, and she won. And everybody's looking at me like, you underestimated her because she was a little tiny female. And I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, that won't happen again though. You know? But that's it. Those are the only two times. One, Amtgard, which is just, you know, padded weapons, medieval fighting, you know, kind of thing. And the other one was a, you know, well, it wasn't real fight. It was sparring, but still. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm going to lose to a female. Not if it's a straight up fight. You look at Harley Quinn and everything, and this is the reason why I'm bringing a lot of this stuff up when it comes to these movies and TV shows. I'm skipping around, you know, but both subjects are in the description. I believe that these movies and TV shows are sending a wrong message, and I think they should be held accountable for every time one of these shows comes out, or every time one of these videos on YouTube or World Star comes out where a woman gets her ass whipped because she stepped up to a man. You know, it's funny. Whenever there's like a shooting or, you know, one of these incidents, they always seem to ask these people, and it's always usually males. I don't remember them ever asking females, what music were you listening to, or what TV shows do you like? No, they always seem to ask males this question. Oh, well, yeah, he shot up this school because he was listening to Ozzy Osbourne, you know? And somehow or another, it's Ozzy Osbourne's fault all of a sudden, you know? But you never ever see that when a woman starts a fight and then gets her ass whipped, where they don't ever go up to the woman and go, hey, what movies or TV shows or music do you listen to that made you think you were going to fight a man? You know, because you know damn well it would probably be, well, I grew up watching She-Ra and Red Sonja and Xena and everything, and, you know, they're never going to ask those questions because they know damn well these are liberal TV shows and movies and are in music. You know, wet ass pussy and all this other shit and everything. So, yeah, they're not going to go after their own. So, why are they not held accountable? You look at the new Masters of the Universe, which I think comes out today. And it's not even He-Man anymore. Now it's Teela, and He-Man's just a pussy and all this other crap and everything. And it's like, I'm sorry, but Teela is a normal human. She's a normal fucking human. Yeah, she's a Ronda Rousey of a normal human, but a normal fucking human. Beastman has super strength, and everything, but somehow or another, Teela's holding her own against like Beastman and all of these actual monsters that have super strength. How is that fucking happening? I don't give a fuck how wonderful of a fighter Ronda Rousey is. As I said, me in my prime, I'd whip her ass. I would whip her fucking ass if I were in my prime. And I'm not Beastman or some super powered human being. But then you got the new Doctor Who. Then you got Rey from Star Wars. It seems Xena. You always have these female characters that are supposed to be inspiring young girls. They're always fake. You notice that? I mean, Ronda Rousey is a real person. But goddamn well, she, I'm sorry, she's going to fight a man with man strength. She's going to get her ass whipped. We ain't talking about somebody in her weight class, or something. And even then, it might actually be a guy in her weight class and still whip her ass.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the transgender female fighter who's same weight class.
Who's crushing skulls.
Crushing skulls.
But you don't hear about a transgender male doing that.
Oh, no. You never see a transgender male go up against fucking Conor McGregor. No. You ain't never going to see that shit. Because that transgender male would get his ass whipped against a real man. But there is no weight class in track. But you don't see no women racing men.
Nope.
No. But this is my whole point. I don't mind. I've always wanted a daughter ever since I was a kid, growing up watching Red Sonja and shit like that, everything. Always wanted a daughter that I could teach to be a warrior. And my daughter I did teach to be a fighter and a warrior. And she is an Amazon as far as her height, her body type. She's fucking naturally country muscle, beautiful and things. And yeah, she can beat up a lot of guys. But if she thinks that she's gonna like beat up her brothers, no, they would whip her ass. Because they're came from the same loins, but they're males, bigger, stronger. They would destroy her. I'm just sick and tired of and I think I love having female characters. I love Ultraviolet and Aeon Flux and Barbarella. I mean, I love all of these female characters. Xena, Warrior Princess, love that stuff. But to think that it's real life, no, it's not real life. I'm just, well, and I've people are like, well, this is not real. And I remember somebody going, well, what's wrong with, inspiring women and everything? And it's like, no, I don't mind inspiring women. No, we don't have a problem with that. But inspiring them in a very negative fashion that they think they're going to be Rey, that they think they're going to be Ronda Rousey. China, the eighth wonder of the world, love China. But in a real, look great on WWF and everything and stuff, and her kicking ass and everything, fighting the men and shit, but that ain't gonna really happen.
But even then,
you have a guy, The Rock, Triple H, any of these real,
But look at the guy she fought.
No, she fought against Triple H and things like that.
Before that, like when she was coming out into fighting, the guys that she was fighting were not big like Triple H.
Yeah, they were
still tiny.
They were the low card.
She did fight and she did like create milestones and everything else.
Yeah, but those are all still scripted.
Yeah.
If it were a real fight, even these little fighter guys would probably still whip her ass.
yes and no. I would give that a 50-50 because she worked out a lot and she's pretty big. It's the guys who are like
There's
under,
still a I don't care. I don't care. I have had arm wrestling matches with my friends who are bodybuilders and would still win.
I'm saying under.
So you have a woman, even if it is like a China, going against just some regular country boy, maybe her size but country, maybe even under her size and country or something like that.
Okay, that I'll give. I'm saying not in her weight class. So a country boy would be in her weight class.
No. I said even under. I said even under. Even
class.
smaller than her. Would still probably whip her ass.
Boy.
There is still a difference of man strength compared to female.
Country boy, yes.
No, because look at the one who beats the crap out of women, crushing their skulls. Same weight class. They are the same weight class. And still getting their asses whipped. So you still take someone who's under the weight class, would probably still beat a China's ass in the real world. And even having the eighth wonder of the world with little ass fucking Tupac and shit, or X-Pac, whatever his name is, you know, she was submissive to him.
Yeah.
I understand that women want to be strong and everything else, and I admire that. My mom was one of the strongest women I know. Beating the crap out of men twice, you know, my size. You know, but to sit there, because there was at one point after I grew up, and my mom thought that she was going to, like, still be strong above me, and in this case, this particular argument, she was wrong, and stepped up to me, and I was like, yo, Mom, I'm not a little kid no more. I sure as fuck ain't afraid of you anymore because you raised me, you know, so I ain't afraid of you either. So trust me, you step up to me considering you raised me. If a woman steps up like a man, put him down like a man. Just because you're my mom, we're country folk. Bless you. So you know darn well, bless you.
Always comes in twos.
So you know darn well that if you're going to step up to me, I'm going to step back up to you. So you better back the fuck off because I will put you down. And she backed up. And it was like, you know, you kind of got away with the fact that you know, my mom was a martial artist. You know, she had a black belt and everything. Country, beat up my uncles, which were bigger than me, you know, and everything. But it's like, Mom, you also put me in martial arts. And I'm still country strong. You know, all of these things. So you want to put all of that in this body and think you're going to stand up to me now? You better back the fuck up, because in this particular situation, you're wrong, and you think you're just going to overpower me mentally, you know, because you're my mom and, you know, you were able to scare me growing up and everything. That ain't happening anymore. You know, as I said, I don't mind these TV shows and these movies and things like that, but there is a difference between these TV shows and movies and the real world.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's get back to the whole beta male thing. I can't believe in 2021 that there are people that still do not know what a beta male is. Well, B happened to be out, and a couple of friends showed up, and they happened to ask about one of my videos. And they were like, well, what is a beta male? Well, I guess around that time, one of the people that we all know showed up, female, and she's a beta herself. She's a beta her damn self, because she talks a lot of damn shit that she's strong and all this other stuff, while at the same time always crying over shit. Anyway, she shows up, and the guy that she's with, holding her purse, and she's pulling him along like a freaking puppy, and B goes, that's a beta male. One of the friends who was female, black, turns around and goes, ew, I would never want to get with a guy like that. It's just, but that's a beta. You know.
Head down, everything.
I am not saying in the least about beating women or anything like that. I am not saying that at all. But I am saying everyone should know their place. I don't give a shit what gender, you know, whatever. Everyone should know their place. If you are a woman, you don't step up to a man. Because you've seen these videos. It never fails. You step up to the man, and if the man kind of even takes a second to like kind of cower or back down, that woman gets emboldened, and it's like, oh, we back down. And they're like all in his face. What are you going to do? What you going to do? Huh? And then you see the cases where the man actually is like, bitch, did you just step up to me? At that moment, there are two choices that happens in these situations, these videos that you see. There are two choices. The woman immediately backs down, or it's like, oh, well, hey, you know, kind of thing, because she knows I'm a female, I'm about to get my ass whipped. Or she doubles down on the, you know, still, I got tits and a pussy, he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna hit me, he ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm gonna double down on like pushing him or something like that. Now it's two choices that the guy's got. Do I back off, which will empower the bitch even more? Because you know they never drop it. This is what's so fucked up about these women. The guy even knows I can whip this bitch's ass, but the moment he backs down after she doubled down, instead of just going, yeah, you know, and just walking off, no. The women like, yeah, what are you, like, little bitch? What you look? They push it even further.
See, you have no dick. What the fuck are you talking about?
And then what happens? The guy, because I've tried walking away. Because I'm laughing at him. Like, girl, I'm about to hurt you. You need to back off. But then you had those girls that pushed it even further. And at that point... Because it's like, girl, you're in my face. You need to get out of my bubble. Dirty Dancing. You need to get out of my bubble. Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm giving you 5 seconds. And then you're gonna find out what I'm gonna do. Because, you know, I'm still trying to give them a chance to back the fuck up. And after those few seconds, they're still in my face. That's when they find out what I'm gonna do. And they're usually on the ground at that point. Either that, or I basically, well, I'm sorry, if I'm going to hit you, I'm not going to hit you with my full strength. I'm still not going to do that, because you are weaker than me. I know you're weaker than me. So what I usually do is just push them. But when I push them, it is pretty much at full strength. And you see these little girls go, woo! It's like, man... And then for some stupid reason, it never fails after that. They're on the ground crying. You weren't crying 5 seconds ago. Why are you crying now? Mm-hmm. I didn't think you were going to do that.
What'd you think was gonna happen?
Did I not warn you I was going to do that?
Like, what'd you think was going to happen?
It's like, no. I specifically warned you. I'm going to put you down. But sure enough, you get these people, well, I'm going to call the cops. Call the cops. She's the one that instigated it. Well, you could have walked away. Oh, so I'm supposed to leave.
Why she's still talking?
Where no. I'm supposed to leave a place that I'm having a good time, minding my own business and everything. I'm supposed to leave. You ain't making her leave?
Right.
She's the one who instigated the shit. I'm supposed to walk away. No, hell no. I'm telling you, this is not the real world, you women. I love you women. Y'all are the greatest creation on this planet, however you believe how humanity was created, evolution or creation, but greatest creation on this planet.
And some of us
but I need to say straight out, and I don't care if you do take this the wrong way, know your place. You are females. You are weaker than men. Weaker, slower than men. You have exceptions, like a Ronda Rousey, or Holmes, or whatever, or even Cyborg, which, well, you know, we don't know if she's doing steroids or not, or whatever.
But even you have those one women that you have those.
You have the exception.
Yeah, you have those few women that are exceptions. But the whole thing is, like, I agree with, like you said before. It should be like a pack of wolves, like how you said. The female wolf is supposed to be right by the male side, but also there to protect. But she knows her place. Yeah, she knows damn well if she was to fight the alpha, he'd kill her. Right. If you notice, like, a lot of, like, if you guys read or whatever, When a male and another male will fight, the female will come underneath and protect the male's neck. It's her way. She knows that's her spot to protect. It's her equal. She's not, oh, I got this, or antagonizing a fight. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the video I told you about the guy at the subway.
I mean, you do have lionesses that do stand up to males, and you have some of the male lions that actually do back down and everything else. But I tell you right now, you know damn well that female, if that male like just said, okay, bitch, that's it, that female is about to run off. That you've seen that in these nature shows. Mm-hmm. The male will put up with it for so long, but if the male turns,
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Now, you've seen the ones where because it's usually the single male. So you'll see at that point other females join into the fray. But if it's just a one-on-one, yeah, the female lioness has got balls and everything for that moment. But if that male turns around and it's like, okay, now it's time to swat your ass, at that point, yeah, usually those females will like, oh, okay, all right, I was just playing.
The only time that the females do show their
when the cubs.
Yeah, when the cubs are around. That's the
right.
only times, and that's
same way as when female bears fight against males.
And that's when they will walk away. The males will end up walking away for that part because it's the cub thing. Now, if there was no cubs, then yes, the male would kick her ass. Sorry.
But humanity has just skewed nature.
Yeah.
To where, for some stupid reason, these women think that they could stand up to a male.
And when the male turns around and stands up back, I'm sorry.
No, they either do say I'm sorry or they'll double down. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And then what happens is when you've seen these videos. It's like, the guy don't even answer. You know, the girl's like, what you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? Guy doesn't even answer. He just... there was your answer.
You push. We've seen a lot of those.
Well, ghetto-wise, the guy will just fucking... Bitch, who the hell you think you standing up to?
That video I didn't show you, but I told you about the one with Subway. The guy's ordering at Subway. Yes, he's kind of in the wrong for getting mad because it was a long wait, which was understandable. It was only one person, 2 people. But yes, it was also the female's fault for not asking for help. Where the other female that came in was wrong is... One, she put her hands on him. You crossed the line. You don't know this person or anything else. It's a male. You touch the male in an aggressive tone, and then you're going to stand up to him like a guy. And he calls her out. He's like, okay, you can still record, but you came to me as a male. I'm right here. What are you going to do? And I told you all that. I'm just trying to order my food. I can't stand back. We're in a pandemic. I'm trying to order my food. But you stood up to him as a male. And he said it. He didn't hit you. But he came up, he's like, I'm right here, do something. You came to me like a guy. You grabbed me in an aggressive way like you were going to fight me like a dude. Do something. She didn't double down. Like, she was kind of doubling down, but she's like, I'm recording. He kept telling her, record. I'm standing right here. I'm waiting to see what you're going to do.
You women need to understand something, and this is a message to that particular woman in the Subway video thing. You do realize you recording isn't going to help you in, like, say, if the police show up. Your recording isn't going to help. Because what the cop is going to see, if you try to show the video after the fact, the cop's going to go, you approached him, and you put your hands on him first.
Even if the video you have doesn't show it, you guys are not that smart. There's security cameras.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, the evidence will show you stepped up to him in a violent, aggressive manner, and you put your hands on him. But this is what happens with these stupid fucking females doing this shit, is this, y'all are the ones complaining and whining and complaining and whining about y'all want to be treated as equals. And then you act like an equal, and then you get your ass whipped, and all of a sudden you're right back to being a female all of a sudden?
Yeah, you can have both. It's one or the other.
That's the reason why I have said straight up, and since I was a kid, you continue to step up to me, and I'm going to put you down. You're in my space, and I feel threatened. Oh, you feel threatened by a female? Well, hold on. You're bringing up logic of that I shouldn't feel threatened by a female, But that same logic doesn't apply in reverse, that you should feel threatened by stepping up to a man.
Right.
But no. The reason why you don't feel threatened is because you think you got tits and a pussy that, as long as this is my shield, my tits and my pussy, this is my shield, so, I could do whatever I want.
Right.
And he ain't gonna do nothing
So
back.
basically, you're gonna sit there and poke somebody, but they're not gonna do anything because you have tits and a pussy.
Yep.
No.
So that right there automatically says you're not a female.
This is gonna end up not in a good way.
Oh, no,
They're not
I'm
gonna
wrong.
See this.
I'm wrong. What that means is you know damn well you are a female because you're using your feminine wiles to think that you're getting over.
Yes.
But you do realize this is now 2021. So what's happening is cops, lawyers, judges, they're getting tired of this bullshit.
Yep.
They're going, well, the guy should have common sense. No. They're not doing that anymore. They're going, why didn't you have common sense? You did step up to a guy that's 6'1", over 200 something pounds. You're only 5 foot nothing, 120 something nothing, and you stepped up to a guy? What the fuck were you thinking? But what's the excuse that women usually use? Well, I was emotional. And again, this is the reason why I've said the world is not equal and the world should not be equal, ladies. Y'all will never be equal to men, ever. Because
and true equal. If you guys want it to be equal, true equal is you treat them with respect, you get respect back. You don't demand it.
No, it doesn't matter. Women will never be equal to men, ever. Y'all will always be weaker than us. And I love how y'all keep trying to use the Western world as an example. Really? Right. So you think those people from the Middle East, you think the men from Africa who treat women less than a dog, people from the Middle East who treat women less than a dog, people from China that treat women less than a dog, people from Russia that treat women less than a dog, you're basically property. You are a fucking female. You think they're gonna have that same mentality?
And if you're really trying to make a difference, why here? Why not there?
I know. I find that so funny.
Here, everything is good. Yes.
Not everything.
Okay, you know what I mean. But the whole thing is there's nothing wrong. Yes, there are certain things, majority of things that guys can do that girls cannot. And there's some things that we can do that they cannot. Which is understandable. That's the whole equality right there. We balance each other out. But for you to say, a guy needs to be down here beneath my feet and I need to be raised up here. Why? Give me a reason why.
Because they have tits and a pussy. That's it.
No, besides that. But give me another reason why. You can't, how many women fix cars? How many, build houses and all that stuff? No, guys.
Women will never replace men. Nope. Women will never replace men. And it has nothing to do with the fact that women can't do the job. Or some of the jobs. It's just that women, by their own biology, don't want to go up on... Yeah, you want to be equal? Okay, then you get your ass out there and change the oil. You want to be equal? Oh, but I don't have the strength to unscrew the drain plug. Oh, but you were equal. You just said you were equal a minute ago. Well, you go up on the roof and work on the AC. Oh, well, yeah. Y'all will never be equal. Y'all may be equal when it comes to the human brain. That's this thing inside there. But I hate to tell you, you still need workers to implement the shit you think about, that you thought of, that you created. You still need someone to do the work. Oh, so if women ruled the world, who would have been the ones traveling the ocean blue? Who would have been the ones building the ships? Who would have been the ones building the skyscrapers? Right. So either way, if it was a woman in charge, it still would have been men doing the fucking work.
Some of his viewers who are females, y'all gonna get pissed off. I'm saying it. I'm a female. Males do a lot of the work, so shut the fuck up.
We do most of the work.
I said a lot of the work.
We do most of the work.
You do a lot.
We do most of the work. Who's building cars?
Guys.
Who's building the buildings?
Guys.
Who's repairing the buildings?
Guys.
Who's working on the highways?
The guys.
Right. We do most of the work.
And like I said, if you really want to make a difference, go to where you can actually make a difference. Here, females are free.
Oh, no. No, don't listen to her. Don't go to these countries to try and make a difference because you bitches will get killed. You do realize when these people, these woke people, have gone to China. Do we even know where they're at anymore? I haven't heard a damn thing about. Now, I've heard about the ones who were kicked out, where they were like, for your own safety, we're getting you out of our country for your own safety. And then you have those ones that are like somewhere stuck in some prison somewhere. I haven't heard their names since.
But what I mean,
I haven't even heard. Biden's president right now. Is he going to try and get these woke people that got arrested out of fucking jail over in China and shit? Doubt it.
No, he's probably still taking a nap.
You know, you have more rights in the Western world than you have anywhere else in the world. But for some strange reason, you know, you're not in these other countries doing that work because you know the truth. Y'all would get killed. They're in.
Like, that's where
I love watching those videos where y'all go to these foreign countries like China, the Middle East, Africa, and think that you're going to be like how you act here in the Western world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love when those videos come out because they're sitting there beating the shit out of y'all with fucking canes and shit and everything. I love those fucking videos because do you really thought your Western attitude was going to work in a place like Africa? But I'm going to stop this video here. It's already going on, so 40 minutes. But, and I know it kind of went off on a lot of different tangents and everything else, but the idea is still there. Women, I'm sorry, you will never be equal to men. You will never be equal to men. Maybe in brain power and everything else, but again, somebody's got to do the work of implementing the stuff that is created and thought up. Most women, I don't want to mess with my nails and everything, so you're not going to have most women.
Oh, it's too hot.
Yep, you're not going to have most women. I just got my hair done. I'm not going to be out there, you know, working on the highway in the middle of the rain and everything else. Mm-hmm. So y'all need to stop with that shit. You will never be equal to men. And beta males, this is my message to you. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Because you're a beta. We know you're a beta, and you will never stand up to us. Ever. We will always win. Just like a woman isn't equal to a man, you know, just purely based on strength and, you know, speed and everything else, bigger, stronger, faster. You know, you may be a male biologically, but you are basically a female emotionally and mentally.
Less than a female.
Well, yeah, less than a female because they're betas.
A female is higher than you.
Yep, females are higher than a beta male. So you're less than a female.
Yeah, you're less
than you do realize we're going to put you down hard and not even think twice about it. It's like, because there was an incident I was going to bring up when you went to finish whatever cooking or something.
Okay.
It was Taco Cabana, West Side, off of Mesa and Sunland or Shadow Mountain, where that corner one. Me, Coach, the ex-wife, wife at the time, and a couple other friends. I think we were... can't remember where we were coming from, either Rita's Bar and Grill or Texas Bar and Grill,
it was a karaoke
or
show.
It was karaoke, but that we knew. And so it's after karaoke and we're standing in line looking at the food and we're still singing, having a good time. And I've been singing my entire life. I've been singing semi-professionally since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. My first live performance was on TV. So I've been singing my entire life. And so we're singing, we're still having a good time, you know, and some girl turns around and does that joke. What is that joke? Something about, do you know who...
Oh, do you know who the singer of that song is?
Right.
And if so, let them sing it.
Right. And I turned around and so she made the girlfriend made the comment. She's with her boyfriend. And the girlfriend made that comment. And I guess she must have thought that somehow or another, I mean, she was a Latina, but it's like, I'm a big black man. It's like, you know, and your boyfriend is also a little Mexican dude, you know. So she made her little fucking comment. I looked at her and I was like, at first I'm like, I guess she's joking or whatever, you know. And I knew what the joke was. You got to understand, motherfuckers, you people here in El Paso, y'all are way behind us on the East Coast. Way behind. This town is a joke compared to where I'm from. But But
But you made the joke.
she made the joke, and it was like, but I kind of put her in her place. It's, yeah, I know who sings that song, and I sing it better than they do. It's she was like, oh, well, they got the money. I don't care if they got the money. I still sing the song better than they do. Know it for a fact. And so I said, I could tell you what my history is, and I guarantee you just because that person got a break, I guarantee you their music history is nowhere near mine or experience. And so she's still trying to talk. And I said, let me tell you something, little girl, because you're about to get your boyfriend's ass whipped. Because I'm not going to hit you right off the bat, because, you're just talking over there being stupid. I said, so I'm going to whip your boyfriend's ass because you're running your mouth. And I said, you need to shut the fuck up now before you get your boyfriend writing a check that your mouth's writing a check that his ass can't cash.
Basically.
And she's looking at him and she's pushing him like, are you going to defend me? They didn't even get their food. He grabbed her ass and drug her out of the fucking Taco Cabana threw her ass in the car and drove off. Because as he's dragging her ass, he goes, are you fucking stupid? You're going to get my ass whipped because you want to run your mouth. And we're looking at this dude like, right in that moment, we were like, that's my boy right there. Because he knew. He may have been a beta male, but he became an alpha really fucking quick when it came to her. Because he was about to get his ass stomped in the ground, all because she was running her mouth. You women, I'm telling y'all think you're gonna stand up to men, but this is what always happens. You stand behind your tits and your pussy, or you stand behind beta males. You're never equal. You know damn well you won't be equal, because if you were equal, you wouldn't use your tits and your pussy, and you wouldn't use a beta male to defend you. If you were equal to men, you wouldn't use any of those excuses to stand up to a man.
Yep.
But this is the reason why I'm not that nice of a person. I really am not. I love women. My mom raised me to be a gentleman and everything else, but she also raised me in the real world. She raised me to be living in reality. And this fucking third wave feminism and all this other bullshit, these beta fucking males and everything, y'all are trying to make fantasy become reality. And at this particular point, real men and real women are finally, have y'all noticed all the videos that are coming out of women that are pissed at transgender women, and everything? Have you noticed that nobody's backing down anymore? Have you noticed that?
Nope.
It's like nobody's backing down anymore. Everybody's tired of your shit. I said this on my channel years ago. This stuff's going to end eventually. All this fucking bullshit of you women, just your beta bullshit and everything, or you're thinking that you're equal to men, I said it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. It's like the little chihuahua that's barking, and we're like, oh my God, look how cute. He thinks he's tough. Oh my God, look at that little tough little thing. Until you actually snap. Once you snap and you maybe drew blood or something, at that point, that little chihuahua is going to get, woo! And this is right.
Gold.
And this is right now the point of where we're at. Y'all have talked. Everybody thought it was cute, the beta men and you women thinking that you're standing up to men, and that you're going to put men down and men need to be below women and everything.
That is building up to the point where
yep, it finally did build up to where real women and real men were like, all right, we're done.
Yep.
We thought it was cute for a while. It's no longer cute. Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
And for beta males, you guys need to seriously wake up and be men.
Be men.
Because you don't understand, these women, to them, a beta male is only a good accessory to keep in her purse.
Yep.
Her lipstick is more important than you.
Yep.
Basically.
Because she knows she can get another beta male.
It's not hard for her to get another beta. You're very replaceable. Very replaceable.
Yep. You're just another purse.
Yeah.
Actually, the purse is more.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me go ahead and finish this video. You know, Mark here with Honey Badger and B and everything. And y'all take care, man. Live in the real world. The real world is hard. It's harsh.
But you can make it
But
better.
it's the real world.
Yeah.
Just it's hard. Life, you young kids that want to live at home until you're actually forever.
But think about this. You want to live at home forever. What happens to that lifeline when it's no longer there?
Yep.
Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, well, I've been living at home. I'm like 45 years old and I've been living at home. I haven't had to pay any bills. Nothing. Ooh, look at you. Oh, okay. And you do realize that when your mom dies,
Your mom, your dad, your siblings.
your meal ticket.
Yeah, your siblings are not going to let you live with them.
Nope.
But the minute you lose those two, or even here, three, or four, grandma and grandpa, the minute you lose those four people,
You're screwed.
what are you going to do?
You're gonna end up on the street because I've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen
I've seen it firsthand where their meal ticket, their lifelines all died, and now they're like trying to go to their siblings, cousins, whatever, and everybody's like, "No, you should have thought of this shit when we were telling you back then. Grow the fuck up," and you didn't. Well, no, I just need a little bit of help. Bitch, you're 45 years old. You know, it's like, the hell are you talking about? You just...
It's like after that, you only have two options left. Live in the streets or live in a shelter. And that's it. But even in a shelter, they require you to work.
But anyway, y'all take it easy. This video, as I said, has gone on much longer than it should have, like all mine do.
Yeah.
Trying to get them down to shorter videos. But when I get in a
Rant?
No, not a rant. When I get the wheels going and everything, I don't want to stop. But anyway, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to y'all soon. I don't know if I'll do another video after this. I may have to see what's in my folder and everything, and maybe just do another video. Yeah, there's a lot.